Hello, everybody, and welcome to my weekly live. I am Christine Justy of Mail Something Pretty, and I'm just getting set up here. So, hello to all of you replayers. You guys get to see me first, and we'll just make sure that it is streaming and then everything is working, that the sound is good, the picture is good, and I have some fun things to show you involving daisies. It's kind of daisy season, at least I think so in the spring. So I'm going to show you some more daisy examples. The Cheerful Daisies bundle is my product spotlight of the month. All right. Hey, Nancy. All right. So we're good. I always want to see somebody on there and then that we're good. So perfect. Because I think last time it was no sound. All right. So yeah. So April is let's see, my product spotlight is the Cheerful Daisies bundle. So last week I showed you, not last week, I had to cancel last week. The week before I showed you these fun little cards using the daisies, and I showed on, let's see, this one, nope. I can't do things backwards. This one, you can make your daisies any color. So I did those ones kind of a bubble bath, as well as white, but you can do other colors because you can make them look like echinacea with those cone flowers, and they can look like, daisies come in different colors. This one I did in just white, and you can play with the placement on however you want. Oh, great. Hi, Kim. All right. So I'm trying to think what's the best way to do this. So I have a tutorial for I'm just calling it the daisies in a box, but I do have 3 sizes. So I just wanted to show anyone who orders the bundle, or you can purchase the PDF separately or by itself. You can get 3 sizes. So, oops, darn it, I just dropped it too far away. I had another in different colors. So you have this one, so it folds up and it fits right into an envelope, so you can mail it and it pops right out, and so you get like these 3D of the daisies. So that's kind of the standard size, and then you can write your message on the back. And then I did a large size, so you can see that it's much bigger. So that also folds up and it fits inside, I'm not doing it right, but it fits inside a 6x9 envelope. So these two next to each other, you can kind of see the size difference. And then I did one in between. So I did this one. And so all that's different is what I'm calling the front panel is shorter. So really the dimensions are the same. The bottom of the large box is the same, but you can see, let's see, this one, that these are longer, these little flaps here, and these ones a little shorter. So I give you the measurements for actually all 3 sizes. So that is in this, and you can download it or print it. Again, you get it for free if you order, move that aside, the Daisy bundle, which is, so it comes with dies and it comes with a stamp set, or you can just buy the tutorial on its own. All right, so let's get to it here. Let's see, let me flip my, there we go. Okay, this is the new annual catalog that I just mailed to everyone who has placed an order with me in the last year. I just mailed yours today. So you should get it in the next few days, depending on where you live, how close it is. If you live near me, and I live in Norwell, Massachusetts, and you want to pick your copy up, I have a couple copies on my front porch, so you can just let me know you could take one so I know who has it. But that is the front cover, that is the back cover, and soon enough I can show you inside, but I can't yet. All right, so that is that. And the daisies is in that catalog. But today I thought we would have, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to these beautiful bright colors. Look at these. I love them. I love them, all of them, but they're retiring, and so we have to say goodbye. And so you can even have like the designer paper. Let's do it this way. There's, fun papers, stripes on that side. So these are all on everything that's left, and I checked. There's still a bunch of this color left, which honestly kind of surprised me, but they are on sale. They are available while supplies last, and so I thought we should say goodbye to them properly with cards. So this is what I came up with. So I'm going to show you, I did one of each. So each kind of the colors. So I'm going to show you how I did it. I'll did it kind of the same way. And so nothing's complicated, but just as a way of, I figured we should use it in, incorporate it with the daisies. All right, so let's see. I have my ink colors here. I have all of them here. And I have my paper. And let's start with, oh, that one's a little dirty. I have my measurements somewhere. Where did they go? There they are. So just take the top one. So it's a regular card base, regular size, and then the designer series paper is just a layer smaller. So I did it 4 by 5 1/4. So that's a standard layer. And then I outline this one in black and then the white. So the white is 3 3/4 by 4 1/2. And the next layer, the black, I just did 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. But you can play with it however you want. But that's kind of the size that I did. And I'm going to use here we go. I'm going to use, trying to make it straight for you. A matte, because we're actually going to use our ink pad as our stamp. So this color is Tahitian Tide. And I need a square block. I'm going to use the D block. And I'm actually going to put my block in the ink. Now, I'm sure, I know I have done it, but how many people have done that by accident, right? You go do it by accident, but I'm actually doing it on purpose. So it's nice and inky, you can kind of see. And I'm just going to stamp it. Just going to make it a little closer so I can make sure it's straight. Directly on my paper. And give it a good press. And then you get this really nice kind of square shape with a little texture in it. I think you can kind of see little texture. So you may have done this technique a while ago. You do the same thing. You stamp it and then you spritz it with water. You get it nice and wet and then you stamp it. And I really like that technique. But it didn't come out all that great. It's okay. But then I remembered we used to do it on the shimmery white paper, which we no longer have because that absorbed the water better. And so it had a really cool look. So this is just an okay look, but you could do it on watercolor paper and that would have a really cool look. I just ran out of time. But if you wanted to stamp your block in the ink and then spritz it with water and then put it on watercolor paper, it has this really cool look to it. So I'm just going to wipe that on my paper towel. And let's see, why don't we do all of them? And then we'll kind of decide how many we put together. So that one is Tahitian Tide. I'll do it in, so I'll kind of go lighter colors. This one is Parakeet Party. And I made it sideways, but you can, have it go the other direction. So you have these kind of spotted looks. Just wipe the paper towel, or if you want to clean it better, grab this because I'm going to do red next and I don't want my red and green to mix. You can just use a chamois. And after it dries, like it has this texture to it when you feel it. It's kind of cool. It's like a little bumpy. All right, so that's that. I think everybody's out enjoying the nice weather. I know for here it is sunny finally, although rain's coming back tomorrow. So I'm hoping you're enjoying the sunshine. All right, so there's the red. Now, when I was doing the red yesterday, I'll show you. I wasn't sure if I was going to use it for this particular card, and we'll see. But I figured out a way to kind of pare it down. I normally love sweet sorbet. It's actually one of my favorites. And we'll see. But for this particular card, it wasn't my favorite. But then I liked it. So I'll show you. All right. So this morning I sent out an email announcing my In Color Club for the next new In Colors. Every year, Stampin' Up! has 5 new ink colors that are released. This is Orchid Oasis. And they are good for 2 years. And so that's why these ones are retiring and the new ones will start. And I did order them, but I don't have them yet. They're coming on Friday. And so what I think I'm going to do is, so I'm going away. I'm going to Mexico on Sunday. And that is the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip. That with, I'm supposed to say disclaimer, only a very small percentage of people earn. My order arrives on Friday, and so I leave on Sunday. So I think I'm gonna save my box and do an unboxing on my live when I return. And so you and I can see what I ordered, because I kind of forget what I ordered. So it'll be kind of fun. So I think I'll do that after I get back. Okay, so this was Starry Sky. Oh, Nancy, I'm so glad you did a nice walk. I'm actually going to do that after this. Oh no, it's dark and rainy. Yeah, Troy and I are going to go take a walk after this because it's nice and sunny. Okay, so here are, it's kind of fun. They look like, to me, they look like little old Polaroid pictures. So that's what we did there. And then we're going to turn them into kind of fun flowers. So this was that red one I was talking about. I wasn't sure how I was going to like it, but then, because originally I was going to do them all with a black border to kind of mimic the black daisy in the words, but I softened it up by using smoky slate, and I think that really helped. So then it was okay. All right, so now let's, what do I want to do next? I have most of my stamping and cutting done. I have 4 daisies, and I have already cut out my greenery. Some of these kind of, I wanted to show you some of my greenery stuck. So these are the dies you get in the bundle, and this kind of fern-like leaf, and it didn't stick. So what I did was I cut it with, I ran it through a machine with tin foil, and then I ran it through with wax paper, and then they came out beautiful. So with these really thin dies, sometimes you need to kind of condition them. And so the tin foil or aluminum foil and then the wax paper really makes a difference. I think I cut enough of them. So let's just start. The daisy, actually I'll just, here's my, yeah, I have 4. I'm just looking for a scrap piece of paper. Put that aside. I thought I brought up one. All right, well, oh yeah, here, I can just use this. I know I didn't mean to use the same daisy as last week. I was gonna kind of change it up a bit, but I really do like kind of this classic look of the date, just the white daisy. But I do have one sample to show you. All right, so that's stamped. I do have one sample to show you that I use the other dies with. All right, so I'll just cut this just to show once, and then I have 5. Just to show you how easy this one is for lining up. I'll use my little mini machine because the mini one fits for this daisy. All right, so, oh, I need to put a clear plate down first. All right, so sometimes the flowers, you know, it takes you a little while to figure out where they line up, but the daisy one is really easy. So this just lines up like that. There we go, easy, easy. All right, so now we have 5 daisies, 1 for each color. All right, so here we go. Although we'll see. We'll see what the time is. I don't know if I'll make them all up. So I already cut these layers, and the designer paper, every year or every other year, they change the pattern. So Stampin' Up! Offers every color collection or color family of the papers, and so they have different designs. So last 2 years ago, I think it was last year and this year, it was both. They had the polka dots and these little hash marks, and the other side had the stripes and the hearts. So the ink colors last year that were announced, like those neutrals, those have these prints to them too. I just love the polka dots and the prints. And so this coming year in the new catalog with those new colors, they're different patterns. And you can also get those same new different patterns in like the brights and the neutrals and the, what are the regals and the subtles. So they'll have a different pattern to them. All right, we'll just start with that one. And I have my base. I just did thick white. So this is just going to go straight on like that. Let's see. I made a little list of different things that were happening. So I sent out an email prior to the live starting that the mystery host party today is the last day. So if you're interested in that, just order by tonight and then use the mystery host code that I will put on the I think it's already on there, but on the Facebook page. And I did, oh, you know what? I'm going to change up the colors on this one. Let's do that one. But they're up to $196 of host rewards, which is awesome. So whoever's name is randomly chosen tomorrow, I'll do a quick live. I will hop on and I'll just pick a name out of the hat, and that person will get, it could even go over $200 of host rewards. And that person can either use them on all the sale items, or they can use them on during the first week of the new catalog. So that's pretty exciting. So what I'm doing here is, I do the dark gray. I'm just trying to decide. I have 3 different colors: black, the smoky slate, and basic gray, of what color I like underneath. We'll just do that one. And then I think I already given you that measurement, the 3.5 by 4 3/4. And I'm gonna stamp. So let's see. Before I stamp my word, there's my daisy, and I kind of like having the blue on there with some green, because who says leaves have to all be green? We can just make up our own colors. I could even introduce yellow if I wanted, but I'm not going to. Yeah, we'll do something like that, a little bit different. And then what I did for my centers of my flowers is I cut with a die. Rather than just doing a plain yellow, I used, I don't know if you can see it. There you go, you can kind of see it. It is a pattern paper. And so just to kind of jazz it up a little bit to make it fun. All right, so I haven't put this together yet because I'm going to decide which words I want on there. So I have a few different ones. I have hello, enjoy your day. That one's a long one. I have 2 different thanks, and I have just a little hi from me. I'll use that one. I wanted just kind of like little words just to kind of go in this corner because the daisy's kind of taking up that part. So we'll do that. Yeah, I don't think we'll do all of them now. I think I'll just show them. Just do one, and then I will show you the different combinations because it's all done the same. I'm using the Stays On Black because I like that black better, honestly. I think it's a darker black. It's a little more, the lines are a little bit more crisp than the Memento, but the Memento you need to use with the blends marker, so that's why it's good. But if I'm just using black, I use the Stays On. But it's just a choice. All right, and that particular stamp is from a retired set. That was from, I don't remember what it was. Something that had a whole bunch of words. I think it was a celebration set a few years ago. All right, so I'm just taking these little bits out. All right, so now I'll give that a second to dry. I'm going to put that on my smoky slate, not my basic gray. And you can either pop it up or make it flat. I have some both. I'll just make it flat. I am really sorry to see these colors go. So if Stampin' Up! Wants to bring them back someday, I will be very happy. And they do that sometimes. They just kind of had a color refresh last year, but they do bring back some colors. And actually, one of the new in colors is a color that is returning. Isn't that pretty? It's Petal Pink. No, it's not. We have Petal Pink. It's Pretty in Pink. That is a color from, they retired it a few years ago, and they're bringing it back. So that's one of the new in colors. All right, so I have green, and that one's done Tahitian Tide. No, Parakeet Party, and that green is Granny Apple Green. So I can have the leaves in the same direction, or you can rotate it. And if you rotate it, I would put that under, because the that's a little smoother than that. But it's kind of nice that the leaves aren't, because leaves don't always grow in the same direction. And then this one can go under it. If it's too long, you can trim it, or you can tuck it under. So I'm just gonna put it here and see. Okay, so that, I think I want out a little bit more. Okay, so I'm just gonna lift that up, and then I'm just gonna glue those kind of in place. Let's pat that down, put that on there, and then put a little glue there, and put that on there. And then I will pop up my daisy. All right. So looks like everyone is out playing today. So thank you for Nancy and Kim and whoever else is watching. I can see 2 more people watching. Thank you for joining me live. And those for the replay, say hello later when you watch it. All right. So isn't that just a sweet little card? So the polka dot's kind of busy. The white tones it down a little bit, but then this is a little busy. And then on the inside, since I have leftover strips, because I cut the 6x6 into 4 and 5 3/4, you can either use a different color and put stripes on the inside, or you can use the same one and put stripes or polka dots on the inside. Let's see. Do I want green? Maybe I'll do green, but just for something different. I'll do that real quick. I'll cut it so it's 5 1/2, because that's how long my paper is. And then I'll just make it like a 1/2 inch, so it's skinny. So you can actually get several from one piece of paper. All right, so, and then I'll make sure I said all of what I wanted to say. I have my notes. Oops. All right, just so it has a little something on the inside. So there we go. So that's the one that I made. A little stripe inside. But let me show you these other ones, and I will put these together. But they're the same as these ones, and I'll take photographs. I'll just close my glue. But so you can mix and match. So this one I had done, like this one I did polka dots, that one I did stripes, and I did different colors. So you can kind of mix and match. So this one had polka dots, but I did not do the same stamp as the same color. I did do them different colors. And I varied up how some leaves are just up here, some are down here. So you can vary it up. And then if you don't have the in colors, or you want to do something different, I did use this one. Let's just get a good view. So this was the zinnia paper, and I put it on Lemon Lolly card base, so it's not even white. All the other ones are white. I did the same thing. I stamped my block in Tahitian, no, I keep saying the wrong one, Parakeet Party, or Lemon Lime Twist, I don't remember now. And then rather than stamp a daisy, I cut this big one, and then I cut this layer, and I put them on top. And so this one is Petal Pink, which is on top of Calypso Coral. I put yellow underneath it. It might be hard to see there, but you do have a little yellow underneath them because you can see through the little dots. And then I use some greenery. So, you know, so they have very different looks, but it's really the same layout. So you can use block and anything, you know, if you have other stuff too, it's kind of a fun layout to use. So I'm glad you like it. Thanks, Nancy. I'm glad you like it. All right, so here's my list. Mystery host ends today. Oh, the clearance rack, they added some clearance rack items today. So you can combine like retirement sale items, in color sale items, clearance rack items, all on one order while using the host code and entering into the mystery host party. Right now it's at $196 and you can get a 50% off item and I will pay for the postage for the mystery host items. I mailed catalogs today to everyone who's placed an order with me, and I sent an email out to everyone who I mailed it to. So if you didn't get an email, and I know there's a few in club who are also demos, I didn't mail yours. I figured you'll probably have it already and I can hand it to you. There is no live next Tuesday because I will be in Mexico. I can actually put my face on. So Ann and I will be together, and so I will send that out again. But if we said ask us anything, and so there are a lot of questions, so it's kind of good. We will do a live together in Mexico. We don't have the exact time or date yet because we want to arrive there and just see what the schedule is, but we'll post it in plenty of time. So you can hopefully watch it live, certainly on the replay, but it will be next week and it will probably be Thursday, Friday, kind of around the same time that we normally do our lives. So send me an email or write a comment or whatever if you wanted to ask questions, silly or serious. And then I also sent an email out this morning on my new in color club. So I don't know if I can remember all the names. Well, certainly Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, Summer Splash, there's two more. I don't remember. I'll learn them, but I don't remember what they are. But they're fun. I'm calling them like vivid subtles. So they're not quite a subtle color, but they're not as bright as these. They're kind of in between. So it's kind of nice. They're going to match up really nicely with a lot of other colors. So I think you really like them. So the details, and I'll put them on my blog as well for the In Color Club, will be there. And it's just an easier way of getting all the new In Color products. Instead of spending all the money up front, you kind of have it split over 5 months, and then I give you bonuses each month as well. That's what I had for you today. Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Kim, for commenting and watching live, and whoever else is watching live, thank you for watching live, and all the people on the replay, thank you. Thank you. I'm very much looking forward to be going to Mexico with Anne specifically, and we'll have I know we'll have a fun time. We will share. I will post pictures. She will post pictures. And we'll talk about it. And hopefully you can kind of feel the fun and have the fun with us because it should be a good time. And then the following week, I'll do my unboxing video because I don't remember what I ordered. So that will be fun. All right. So thank you. Stay tuned to emails because those will go out. I'll have my computer with me. If you have to comment or contact me, I can get back to you. And so no live next Tuesday. So just remember that. So thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.